Do 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 do.
Do do do.
Come and knock on my door.
I'm trying to find out I think it's the Huntington Theater.
I'm doing a Three's Company thing here because
I
there's
know,
three of
I
us.
know, I figured that.
Where the kisses are hers
If
and
he doesn't
hers
react
and his.
she
Three's
doesn't react the
Company
first time
too.
she heard you and she doesn't think it's great,
because
so
she's
move on.
because she's the Janet.
27,
You're the Janet and you're Chrissy.
I always have to be Chrissy.
All right, let's start here now that I'm done. If you can, phones away. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's exciting to have two of you here. This is very exciting.
You know, she's my girl.
She is. Sometimes three can be a crowd, but today three's company. This is very
Where do you
exciting.
see three? It's just the two of us.
I'm here.
Oh, you.
I
forgot
count.
about you.
I matter. My God. All right. Let's start with talking about what we did today. We started the show with seeing the first image of Alyssa's baby.
Oh.
That was very exciting.
That's exciting for me. Although I thought that was a doll she was holding.
Justin Jr.
Justin Jr. Will it be JJ?
Little JJ.
I don't know.
I feel like
what's
it's
the
made
middle
for a
name? What's
JJ.
the middle name?
Justin Patrick.
So JP.
JP's good too.
Justin Patrick Griffin
That's
Jr.
cute.
JPJ? I don't know.
That's cute.
Yeah, all of it's good. But exciting
I
to
want
see
that.
the baby.
When is she bringing the baby to us?
I do not know, but I imagine it won't be too long. But it was exciting to see. And then obviously, because she was not here, we had our first in a long line of guest hosts for the week. You've been here with several hundred people trying to pop in on this show. It's harder than it looks. I thought Savannah did a pretty good job.
She was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I told her don't be scared
Yeah.
before the
She
show
didn't seem to
started.
be.
She's not. Well, she was a little nervous.
Yeah, but she got in, which
The
is hard
hardest
to
part
do.
is to get yourself in there. I know it. I've been doing for 30 years. I know how hard it is to get in.
Yeah.
With these talking machines around me.
Why did she point at me?
I don't know.
I felt personally offended by that. I think it's a tough job, especially when you're dropping in. 'Cause
Well, you
there's-
started that way.
Yeah, and it's a.
You did?
Yeah, I remember coming once with my first time I ever came to the show. Bill Getty was still here.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, "You're one of 4 people at that table, so I expect to hear from you 25% of the time." And I thought, okay, no pressure. I was just hoping to say hey and not crash.
Oh.
But he did say that. I thought she did a great job. I also think, though, the table is so used to each other that we know someone's visiting. You know someone's coming in and out and how hard that chair is. So I think it was...
You try to show grace if you can.
Absolutely. And give them air. They're not used... We're like a dysfunctional family. Like, we know when someone's doing something. We try not to step on Joy's jokes, but you can almost read when someone's about to talk, when they're not, and we kind of do a dance.
Yeah.
The operative
So-
word here is try.
Try. No, of
Try.
course.
Yeah, and she'll let you know. She lets you know.
It's funny you say that advice that Bill Getty gave, and it's really good advice, although I have to laugh because I never give that advice because Joy has threatened me many, many times never to tell any of the hosts they need to talk more.
Do not ever say talk more.
The
'cause
percentages are off.
the minute they get comfortable, they don't shut the up.
You can keep that in. That's true.
She's not wrong. But so far so good, and we got a couple more days, and then we've got a whole list of people coming in. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All walks of life
Well,
coming
who's
to the show.
next?
Amanda Carpenter is
Amanda
next.
Carpenter?
Yes, who's guest hosted before and done a good
Yes,
job. We have some other folks coming. Hasselback's on our way. We have comedians coming. We have Cheryl Underwood's coming on, who did this
Oh,
on
yeah.
the Talk
Why,
for
she's
20
a
years.
Republican?
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. All right, let's talk about this weekend. It was a big weekend for all of us, obviously, Valentine's Day. I'm sure it was filled with romance and excitement.
Is that a big weekend?
I mean, not for me, but
Wasn't
how
it
about you guys?
President's Day?
And President's Day. It was everything.
Super romantic.
Yeah, well, you dated presidents. Lincoln.
I have.
Yeah.
And I descend from them. Hi.
Yes. Are you going to break into tears again?
I might.
Yes.
The only wasp who breaks into tears when she's told she's related
John
to a couple of
Quincy
presidents-
Adams!
What did Steve call me? Oh, shoot.
Oh, the Mayflower Madam. He's
The
calling
Mayflower Madam.
her. Who are the two presidents?
John Adams and John Quincy.
John
Adams.
Quincy.
Both bad in bed, I'll tell you right now.
No. Well, maybe in bed, but he was such a thinker.
You could
I
be
loved-
Sarah's great-great-grandmother.
I am Sarah's great-great-grandmother.
All right, so if you don't know what we're talking about, Sarah was on Finding Your Roots and discovered she was descended from presidents. And
Got some good roots.
yeah, it's pretty good. No, you're an OG.
OG. I'm really
So
OG.
the Adams family.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. But not the...
What's your maiden
They
name?
do what they want to do,
What
say
is
what
your
they want to
maiden
say.
My name is Haines. My
Oh.
maiden name is Haines.
What's your married name?
Schifrin.
I didn't take it, but it's Schifrin.
Oh.
I like that you kept your maiden name. Was that solely because you had
Only
a
because she
professional
wants
life?
to
or
vote.
No.
She wants to vote. Don't you hear
Well,
about the
now
Safe
I
Act?
realize I was
Mm-hmm.
way ahead of everyone on
Yeah.
that. But no, I knew that when I was like 19, my sister got married, and I remember she wrote the wrong name on her check. and she started to have this conversation with me about overnight my name changes.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, every time someone's read my name, it was Sara Haines. Why do I have to change my name? Like, I've always been Sara Haines. So way before I was ever had any career, I had made the choice.
Does it give you any pause that your kids have a different last name than you?
No, because I know they're mine. They don't need my name.
Yeah. What about you, Joy? Did you ever consider taking Steve's last name? Or
Of course not.
no? Okay.
My name is Josephine Victoria Ocuto.
Yes, but on television, you're
But
Joy
I'm
Behar.
Joy Behar because I was married to Joe Behar when I started doing stand-up, and I kept it.
Right.
His name was Joe?
Joseph, yeah.
Joy and Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
And then when we
Started
got
a band.
divorced, I kept Joy Behar, and then I married Steve Janowitz. I'm
Right.
not going to change it now to Joy Janowitz. That's crazy.
It's not a bad TV name, though, either, Joy Janowitz.
Janowitz is kind of cute.
It's cute. It's like Tama Janowitz,
Yeah.
the writer. However, I don't know how I'm supposed to vote with the new SAFE Act because Joy Behar is nothing close to Joy Ocuto.
No.
And then Joy and Josephine don't match either.
There's a lot of
You
concerns.
know what's funny, though? If you look at it the long game of chess, it's liberal women that kept their names. So the people that can vote.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling
That's a good point.
It's usually it's people that are liberal that decide
Yeah.
to keep their name.
My daughters
yeah.
keep declaring they're going to keep their names. We'll see if it holds up over time. I think they might upgrade from Teta, but we'll see what happens. I like the idea.
Also, the ID that everybody wants, the voter ID.
Yeah.
Listen, it could affect Republican women as much or more than Democrats. So they're shooting themselves in the foot over there.
Going back to Valentine's Day, how was your Valentine's Day, Sarah?
It was good. It's always about the kids. Like I always get cookies and like they get to start the day with their little cookies and.
No exchange from you and Max? No flowers, no candy?
Well, today is actually a more meaningful day. Today is our 14th meet-iversary.
Oh, that's sweet.
So more so than our wedding anniversary.
Her meet-iversary.
Yeah, but think about it. A wedding anniversary, people always say, "Oh, do you celebrate?" And we're like, "No, because we planned that. That's a created day."
You know what I have? A Stupiversary.
Hey!
Hey!
Because
It's the
it
same day
started
as the
the same
meet-iversary.
That's right.
How many hours into the meet-iversary is the real question.
Did you know his name first or after?
Well, I actually celebrate our meet-iversary, too. I
that's
send
the
flowers
fate
every year
part.
on it. Yeah, I like that. All right, so more importantly, on Valentine's Day weekend, Joy had another incredible showing of her play.
My
My first ex-husband.
Firstexhusband.com.
My first
Just go there and you'll
ex-husband.com.
find out where we're doing it.
Yes.
The next one is in Boston at the end of March.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
I heard you
Yes.
tried to get Alyssa to name her child my first ex-husband.com.
Yeah, she balked at that.
Yeah,
which
it's
I
too
don't
bad.
like that.
I have here, and I found this on my own with no help from you, a rave review.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
Of the thing. It's called A Valentine's Weekend Treat. Joy Behar's My First Ex-Husband at the George Street Playhouse. If you're looking for proof that New Jersey theater scene is alive and thriving, look no further than the George Street Playhouse in New Brunswick, where Joy Behar's My First Ex-Husband had a packed Saturday matinee audience in absolute stitches. How about that?
Very good.
It says, the format is deceptively simple, but that simplicity becomes something electric.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Personal stories about the wreckage, absurdity, and ultimate liberation of divorce. The audience weren't just laughing, they were howling. Howling. The unmistakable energy in the room that only happens when people feel truly seen. When a performer is saying the thing you've thought 1,000 times, but never quite put into words.
Isn't that good?
How about
Yeah.
that? This is a rave. It goes on and on and on. But
Yeah.
congratulations. Bravo.
I mean, the way he singles.
Did I miss some stuff?
the way,
I'm sorry.
No, he brags about me.
Yes, he does.
He says that, blah, blah, blah.
You should have highlighted that part.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
None of her credits fully prepare you for how commanding and effortlessly funny she is
Effortlessly.
standing at a podium telling divorce stories.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, all right. And then Vianne Cox is in it. And this is what he says about her. Her comic timing is surgical.
Surgical.
Come on.
That's
You slept with Steve after one day. How long did you take for you to sleep with this guy? To get him to write this.
That's funny. I'm sorry, I forgot to laugh at that. Wait a second. And then she goes off. Adrienne Moore completed the trifecta with a performance that was both uproariously funny and deeply soulful. She was in Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
And there was a guy in the front audience with an Orange is the New Black T-shirt.
All right, there
I
you
think
go.
he follows her around from every show.
Any
yeah,
podcast
but I think
fans?
he
What?
Any podcast fans in the audience this weekend? or
Yeah,
no?
of course.
See, I love
He
it.
nailed it with the simple setup. When you have writing as strong as those monologues, it takes center stage when you don't add a lot to it.
Yeah, there's nothing to add.
Yeah.
Oh, this will speak to you, Sarah. It was devastatingly funny, the kind of funny where your face hurts and you're grabbing the arm of the stranger next to you, which...
Oh, Nikki
Yeah.
from our show rolled on me, squealing, screaming, and hitting her through when I went to the show.
She used to hit me on The View every
Yes.
time I got a laugh.
Yeah,
Until
and,
HR talked to her.
I told her, though, I said, Joy, stop being so funny. She didn't find that as funny, but I only do that when I'm uproariously laughing. I hit
Yeah.
people.
No,
I know,
you're
but
abusive.
I got a black and blue mark.
No, I've gotten them too.
You have
from
two
her.
arms. Be grateful for one.
All right. Speaking of 3-hour epics like this review, we talked about the passing of Robert Duvall today.
Oh, yeah, that was
And
sad.
let's talk about him as an actor and some of our favorite movies, because I know Joy and me, The Godfather.
Oh,
is,
that's mine, too.
Is it yours too?
Oh,
yeah.
my God. I'll always think of him
I
as the
watch it
consigliere.
over and over again.
Yeah.
I watched the first two like a week ago again.
It's
I
on
just
TV all the time.
it is, and it's also like a comfort watch for me. I just absolutely love it. I actually reread the novel the other day, and it's just so good.
What do you mean you never read it
I
before?
read it again for the first. I like to reread things that bring me comfort.
Yeah.
But have you ever read the book? It's really great.
I've never read the book.
There's a whole storyline in the book that's left out of the movie
About- yeah.
about this woman Lucy Mancini who cannot find a guy to have sex with because she's so overgrown, so huge.
I bet you. Did Joy write this?
Until she finds Sonny Corleone, who's built like a
Yes.
Sonny, but
like
that
the
was,
Intrepid.
Yes.
he's hot, though.
Yeah. No.
What was
Apparently-
it, Caan? What was
James Caan.
James
Yeah.
Caan, he
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah.
He did, but he was so hot.
Yeah.
Well, one of the weird things about it is if you watch at the end of The Godfather 2, there's a great scene where all the original actors come
Yes,
back.
it's great.
And apparently, what you see now is they exit the room in the order that they died in real life. At the end.
Oh,
No.
no, how
So,
creepy.
isn't that
you know
weird?
why? You figured that out?
No, someone saw it on Twitter, but it's true. And then to the last one in the room is Al Pacino. It's very
You have a
strange.
tendency to be a crepe hanger. You know that?
Yeah, but
Crepe
does that
hanger.
count on all three, though? Because Andy Garcia, I feel like, will be around a lot longer.
Yeah, no. It's just the one scene where they all get in a room
No, but
together.
that's-
and it's-
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, at the
Garcia
end.
was good
Three.
for the three,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
a bomb.
Is a bomb.
It was,
Because-
was
but it was
a
the
bomb.
first one I saw, and if that tells you anything, we saw that first.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, but we were so captivated by that my parents were explaining, no, there are two even better ones. So we
course.
sat home
Yeah.
through a whole Christmas break watching just Godfather
And then you
movies.
really liked it.
Then I was like,
Number
whoa.
2 is the
Speaking
best.
of Robert Duvall, I think one of the
Yeah.
reasons 3 isn't good is because Robert Duvall's not in it. And
Yeah.
they had a fight about paychecks, and he wanted to get paid close to what Al Pacino was making, and Francis Ford Coppola said no
Why did he say no?
because he didn't want to pay him that much money for
Well,
a smaller
Pacino
part.
was a bigger star.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be like the original plot was supposed
Do you know
to be.
that I know Al Pacino?
I do. You've
I
done like
text
special
him.
events with him.
You do?
I text him, and I had dinner with him once, and he's a fabulous guy.
Do you ever say when on the text, "Hey, come on the View," or
Do
the
you ever
Behind the
ask him
Table
to read
podcast?
at your first ex-husband?
No, but De Niro did. De Niro, don't you remember when he was
Yeah,
on the
he
show?
read it out
Yeah.
loud. That was
That
He
was
read,
amazing.
he read the part about Al Pacino.
That was my suggestion. I
yeah,
did that for you.
I have that. I treasure that little tape.
All right, so let's do a hot topic. I want to get your opinion on this
Yeah.
story. A person wrote into an advice column asking if she had to follow her boyfriend's rules when she moved into his house. She wrote, "We've been dating for 4 years, and within the first week of moving into his house, I was given a list of rules to follow, and when I questioned him, he became defensive."
Like what rules?
Well, let's find out. He isn't normally controlling, defensive, or argumentative, and I know it's an adjustment for him to have her and her dog, that's a parenthetical, with them. But as an adult, I'm not going to live by someone else's rules, like unplug the microwave when not using it, things like that.
is it gonna
Close all
blow
the
up?
windows.
What is
No,
Close
they-
all the windows
They
in
do
the house.
tell you to unplug certain appliances when you leave the house.
But what about? I mean, you know, in my house, my wife does whatever she wants, and I nod.
Right.
What about you guys? I mean,
What
could
was
you,
the second one?
close all the windows, make sure they're always closed,
That
only
makes
use
sense. You
certain
don't want
locks on
rain
the
to come
doors.
in.
I don't.
Locks,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, she moved in. She's living there too. Do you think like?
What is she's such an idiot that she doesn't know these are ABC? This is not so complicated.
Yeah, I originally thought like you compromise, but these are actually like ways to keep the home safe. This isn't like
Yeah.
I'm kind of sloppy and he's not. This is like these are some things that help enhance the experience, or
However,
this is things you need to do.
I wouldn't say this about you, but you in particular buck authority in general. I could see you just leaving all the windows open because the guy told you to close them.
Well, that's not from bucking authority. That's just from being negligent.
Okay. Well, you tell me.
Which I
you don't
am.
like authority from me generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's more of a red flag to the man because life's going to get a lot harder than a microwave and some windows.
Now, you guys obviously at some point moved in together with your spouses. Did you have to make compromises when you moved in with Steve and Max?
No, he moved in with me.
Okay.
I had the apartment. He moved in.
She had the microwave. She had the windows.
That's right.
That's right. Did he have to make compromises?
He's the one who has to tell me, don't forget to close the windows.
I know. I know. What about you? Were there compromises?
Just dealing with someone who like leaves cupboard doors open and is like a little sloppy.
Oh, is he like that?
Yeah. He doesn't put the caps on toothpaste.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's genetic because now the kids don't do it either. And it's not like they hang out in our bathroom. So is that in their DNA now?
I think they're just kids.
Of all the dilemmas, this is the most interesting one you could find?
Let's find another one. All right. There's an advice column I wanted to get your take on. Someone wrote in to ask, how do you decline a date when someone is not your type? How do you do it,
Go
Joy?
ahead, you start.
You cancel the first date and then you never reschedule.
Okay, but what if someone just asks so you say yes initially, then cancel on them?
I mean, if you've already, it starts with how do you cancel? So clearly there's already a date, right?
No, it says how do you decline a date?
Oh, usually I say I'm seeing someone or it's not the right time for me. I think honesty.
I'm married. Yeah.
Honesty adjacent is usually good.
My whole life I was either married or in a relationship,
Yes.
so I hardly ever have this situation.
Problem, yeah.
We'd have to ask Sonny, who's always being approached at bars. I was telling the story the other day. I was dating a girl for a long time, and I had trouble breaking up with her. And I just had decided she wasn't the one, but I didn't know how to say that. So I said I needed to focus on my work, which was...
Oh, I've heard that too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm working a lot these days.
Why,
I'm
was
really-
she stalking you or something?
No, we had been dating for like 14 months, and it was a long time.
Oh.
It was a lovely girl who I just decided was not the one.
Why?
At what point did you decide
She liked
that?
me too much, honestly. She
Oh,
was
you're
really
one of
into
those.
me.
See, he
yeah.
likes to be abused and ignored.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he picked the right one.
Yeah, no, she was very sweet.
The two of them are made for each other.
Yeah, she was very sweet, but like it was 14 months. I hadn't even introduced her to my parents, and we lived like half an hour
She
from
was
there.
too nice.
She was too nice,
and
she
liked you too much.
and she loved me too much. And I was like, I got to make a break. So I said, I have to focus on my job. I have to focus on my work, and it didn't go over great. And then I met my wife like a week later. So then when it became public that I was engaged a year later.
What happened to your work?
Yeah, I got that call. That was rough.
And what'd she say?
What happened to your work? I hope work's going well for you now, and you're not distracted. I was like, oh.
Eek.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you say to her, look, I think this is not working out for us?
I was trying to be nice, and it was too hard.
Yeah, though I once had a first date with a guy that I met online, and I had a glass of wine. I always said I'll have one drink and then I leave. I was actually kind of bored that night, and we had another glass of wine. We were laughing, whatever. But I kind of knew early on I'm not going to go out with him again.
Right.
But it wasn't so awful that it wasn't fun to just kind of hang out that night. I was really direct when he said, I can't wait to hang out again. I said, you know what? I honestly just don't see this going anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, but he like lost his on me in a text, and I wrote back confirming everything I thought.
Yeah, I would think.
He sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it was like he was really aggressive. He was clearly responding to being rejected, but I was just being honest. Like It wasn't like he talked about his ex-girlfriend from the moment I sat down.
Yeah, that's a trap.
Big red
Yeah,
flag.
that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I had a really good first date with my wife and a really bad second date with my wife, to the point where on the way out, I gave her a 20 for her cab ride home, and she told me later that she figured she just made $15 because she was never going to see me again, and it was a $5 cab ride, and that was it.
Was that the karaoke second date?
Yeah,
This is Heather?
yeah.
Did you high kick? Because that's not a good
No, I didn't
look.
high kick, but
She's funny.
Yeah, she is funny. So we talked about this Olympian last week who confessed to cheating on his girlfriend after his bronze medal win. And you both had completely different takes about it. Sarah was on team take him back. She was
Yeah.
actually moved by
Why
the
would
fact.
she take him back?
Because, well,
He cheated. It was only 3 months in.
Oh, that's right, that case.
Yeah.
it was 6 months or 3 months.
But
and-
he cheated at 3 months, and 6 months in, and you're on the world stage, and you're saying, "I'm gonna put it out there that I was wrong, and I want her back." Like that's kind of
and Joy, you were of the school of if he's cheating in the first 6 months, this is a
That's
bad
the best
sign.
time in the relationship. It
Yeah,
doesn't get
it's all
better, it
downhill
gets
after 6
worse.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pointed out, I gave you some anthropological information.
yeah. But does that mean you're more forgiving of, let's say, they were 3 years into their relationship?
Then I could understand it because the sex is not as interesting in 3 years as it is in the first 6 months.
Yeah,
Right.
but 3 years, you're 3 years more into the committed relationship.
Yeah,
3
well.
months, you barely remember. I mean, that's the basic beginning. He's an Olympian. They're probably not even in the same place. A guy needs his sex.
You are very forgiving of the male sexual need.
Because I know the biology of it all. It's literally
Mm-hmm.
the testosterone. You guys, I've been told before, it's all you think about from the point you wake up until it's out.
Or until you start working
Released?
at the View.
Sex. I don't know how you say it, but like until a man has his stuff, his pipes cleaned, like that's all you think about. It drives everything you guys do.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So that's why I don't blame him 3 months in. The rest of your life of monogamy is controlling that.
Right. But you seem more forgiving of would you be forgiving in your personal life too?
You mean like, what do you mean?
Like if Max
if
decided to find another one right now.
Yeah, right now,
Yeah.
it would be a lot harder. If to me, 14 years in and you're cheating on me, like we already knew the challenge was
But
there.
the first 6 months, you would have been like, oh, okay, it's
Yeah, I would be like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
are we together?
I
Are we
would have
not-
dumped him.
yeah,
I would have
interesting.
dumped him the first how many months? 4 months?
3-4 months.
Yeah, I would have dumped him. It's like, already you're interested? You're not interested in me yet?
But do you like the public apology in front of the world and the desperate attempt to get her back?
Yes, I do.
I don't like any public apologies.
No?
I don't like any published displays of affection. I don't
You don't like the
public.
proposals, the public proposals?
I don't want a public proposal. That's weird.
Oh.
I like but I do like to admit you cheated while it's your moment in your sport, in the job you're committing yourself to.
Yeah.
To say, I messed up.
Right.
I actually think you're putting it all out there.
Do you think that I tell you everything about my life in public? I tell you nothing. For 30 years, no one really knows the truth.
That's true.
Whatever you see is what you get, but I'm not going to tell you certain secrets I have.
No, I know most of them anyway, but yes, you don't tell them. I do too. You let them slip all the time and you forget you told me. It's
That's
fine.
when it comes in handy.
Yeah, we cut them out of the podcast, but you said it all. But no, that's interesting though. I think, I think how much you give publicly in those things, you are careful with it. So I do think putting yourself out there, it's interesting. I think it's a generational thing too, because my daughter, and you're going to have this with your kids at some point too. You know about these like promposals and things like
Oh,
that?
it's so next
What?
level.
So like forget your elaborate like proposals for marriage.
Yeah.
The thing now is in high school,
Yeah.
they do giant, elaborate, choreographed invitations to the prom.
Oh,
Like
really?
huge, gigantic displays. And it's kind of expected now by all girls and all.
It's
whole-
setting
see,
them
I'm-
up to be disappointed in life.
I'm so glad I'm not a kid anymore. Because
Yeah.
that was a nightmare. I called a boy up one time to ask him to the prom. And he said, but maybe one of my friends will take you.
You invited a boy to the prom.
Yeah.
That was very
I
forward
went
of
to
you.
an
Ahead of your
all-girls
time.
school.
Right.
And he said, maybe one of my friends could take you. I said, that's all right. Never mind. I hung up on him.
I'm sorry.
My girl from Maryland took her father to the prom.
That's rough. Who did you go with that? Did you go to that prom?
I found somebody in the neighborhood to go with.
Oh, that's nice. All right.
I think it puts too much pressure on just a dance. You're dressing
Yeah.
up, you're having fun. It's not a big deal. I don't.
Yeah, but you want to go with somebody when you're that age. You don't want to be
Right.
out of it.
No, you want to go the
Yeah.
participation, but to making it like
Oh, I went with my cousin Charlie one time also.
Oh, really?
To another prom.
that's cute.
Yeah. Sarah, did you ever ask a boy out?
So we did Sadie Hawkins.
Oh, yeah,
too.
that was the
so
thing,
I did.
yeah.
Yeah, I asked. I think we had that all 4 years. So I definitely went. I always loved going to the dances,
Mm-hmm.
just because it was participating. All your friends go, and yeah. But we never had big asks.
No, that's a newer thing, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. But like theoretically, do you prefer being asked out by men or did you
No,
prefer asking?
I like to find them.
Yeah, all right.
I'm the one who finds them in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I start to talk to them because I like to psych out the situation. Don't be coming on to me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the opposite. I like them to come on to me.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, interesting.
I like control over the situation.
Oh, I control it, but after the ask.
Yeah, I would prefer a girl to ask me out. I enjoy that. That's
No.
I'm not afraid to though,
Yeah.
because like I feel like my whole marriage is based around me going out and dating and asking. So I was very forward in that, but I do like the old school pursuit.
Yeah.
Of someone letting you know they're interested.
Yeah, you basically like bagged Max like you were on safari. So
Oh yeah,
You're an old-fashioned girl.
he still lets me do that. He blames me for everything. He's always like, the timeline was yours. I was younger, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you
that's
got
true.
3 kids, so
That's true. All right, I'm being told we're out of time.
Really? You got very little out of us.
I mean, you said that last week and people loved it. I agree. They seem very
Who
confident.
was my co-host last week?
It was just me and you.
Oh.
Yeah, but people seem to enjoy it.
anytime Joy's involved.
Yes, I think so. Oh. So this is the problem. You should have eaten the popcorn beforehand. It has a really negative effect.
No, but thank you for reading my review.
Oh, I was happy to read it. It was great.
Remember, you
That's
can
actually awesome,
You can
Joy.
see my show in Boston at the end of March.
End of March.
If you go to
not know that.
myfirstexhusband.com.
What's that address again, Joy?
myfirstexhusband.com. That's also
Yeah.
on the View website.
It is. It
I
is.
hope they put it there.
I think we need a jingle, like you know that, like 1-877 cars for kids. 1877 cards for kids. So we need my first ex-husband.com. My first ex-husband.com.
That's good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's good. I like that.
All right, I'll work on
And then
some
have
other
that
things.
really speeded up
Yeah.
advertisement at the end.
See that play today. All right. Did Steve like the socks from the Weekend View?
Not particularly.
No? He didn't wear them?
No, he's not going to wear those socks. First of all, they're white.
All right, we spent the View budget on that to
What
make
does he
those
have
things.
against white socks?
I don't know. He said, "Oh, that's cute."
I don't wear white socks either. Yeah.
Why?
When would I wear white
Because
socks?
they always.
Yeah.
Why would
They
you
always
wear
wear
white
white
socks?
socks.
Really?
Women wear white socks.
Sports
Men
socks,
wear
yeah.
black socks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay. I
They
didn't
always
know.
have black pants. That's why.
True,
Yeah.
true.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you for joining me today, Joy and Sarah. We'll see you tomorrow.